Hi, my name is Gina, and I am an ALA leader. I started on this path over 20 years ago. I was a student in library school and a member of my student chapter, the Gateway Drug. I didn't plan on being president, it just happened. It'll be easy, they said. So I agreed. Being a leader for my student chapter gave me a voice I didn't know I had. I participated in department meetings and the accreditation process, and I learned how to work with others. All I did was say yes. Later, during a midwinter meeting, I went to an all-committee meeting for the Library Instruction Roundtable. Everyone looked so happy. I wanted to be happy, so I sat at one of the tables, and that's all it took. Sure, I had to fill out a form to make it official, but I was a member of the committee. All I did was show up. A year later, the committee needed a chair. After finding my voice, I had apparently used it. They asked, and again I said yes. I wasn't ready for it. I was a horrible committee chair, afraid to upset others. I didn't hold members accountable to their deadlines or tasks. I felt I'd failed. That was it for me. At the end of my term, I was going to go clean. And then I found them. The Clean Roundtable. Continuing education, learning theory, trainers, I found my people. Today, they are the Learning Roundtable. Again, I just showed up. Soon after, I was running for a seat on the board. They were trainers. The whole experience was like being taught how to be a leader. I kept going. I was joining committees, going to meetings, and learning how all these different parts of ALA worked. A program committee, a membership committee. I even successfully chaired one, which led to a seat on the ASCLA Division's board. At this point, I was simply following my passion. I've got to say this is the most important thing. I, like most people, am willing to put time and energy into those things that I am passionate about. I happen to dig bylaws and planning, but it's not for everyone. My days are all resource sharing, consulting, and training. You need to explore, find your place, find your passion within ALA. All that time, I was also involved in my state chapter. I was rolling in bylaws, procedures, and organizational structure. Not only was I actively practicing leadership, it involved organizing things. It felt like finding shoes in the Container Store. Does it get any better? It does. After watching reports from our chapter's ALA counselor meeting after meeting, I told her, I want to try that. So I did. I was Idaho's chapter counselor a year later. And all because I spoke up. I was now part of the ALA Council. 180 people working together to create a better association for the future. Some say watching governance is like watching sausage being made. I disagree. It's like making chocolate chip cookies. Messy, sure, and it might cause a tummy ache if you eat the raw cookie dough. But in the end, you have something sweet and delicious. I started feeding the cookies to others. I talked to emerging leaders. I presented training to incoming counselors. Inviting others to take a leap of faith is a great way to know when it's time to take your own leap. It took talking to others and watching people I admired. I found myself thinking, hey, they learned that. Why can't I? So I leapt. After helping a friend campaign for an executive leadership role, I had learned even more about ALA. I knew I needed to give back to the association that gave me so much. So I filled out the form. The form is key. It's online. The people who make committee appointments don't know how to ask you to be on a committee unless you fill out the form and tell them that you're interested and what your skills are. You don't have to chair a committee right out of the gate. Be a member. Offer to be an intern. When I left, I ran for a position on the ALA Executive Board. I didn't get elected the first time. I ran 2 different times, but here I am. I say that like it's glamorous. It's actually a lot of work. It's work I adore, but it is work. That's why it's got to be your passion. When you're passionate about it, it's hard work that you feel privileged and spoiled to get to do. Once you take a first step, the rest follows. Sometimes because you seek it, Other times, it seeks you. It's dominoes. But you need to know how to stop the dominoes from falling on you. Knowing your limits is a sign you're an awesome ALA leader. It means you can focus on your strengths and have everyone's best interests at heart. So how does one take that first step? The best way to do that is to pay attention. Ask others what they do. Look for the ribbons. Ask about a division or a roundtable. When you see something new, ask about it. That's why the ribbons are there. It's a great way to learn about all the different parts of this huge and amazing organization. After all this, what I learned about ALA leadership is that it's not a drug. I don't need to be cured of this addiction. Leadership, for me, is education. It's taught me to be a better librarian, to take risks, to recognize my strengths, to better define my future, and to recognize the strengths of others. It's a piece of my professional education, and it can be for you. Just show up, say yes, speak up, and occasionally take a leap of faith. But always follow your passion and fill out that volunteer form. My name is Gina. I am an ALA leader, and so can you.